Hello! Today we'll explore how the Star Wars Episode 4 characters would look like if the movies were set under the sea. BrickoMotion, you have spoken. I'm going to mermify Star Wars. And we'll start with Darth Vader himself. I've teased this is how Vader would look like. But since then I changed my mind. I took inspiration from the most famous underwater villain, Ursula, and I thought her tentacles would be very fitting for Vader. You know, to make him stand out a bit more from the other common merfolk. So then we just need to borrow the torso and everything attached to it. And that's it! We have a new underwater villain. All in black, as it is dictated by the Disney Code. The only thing that kinda bothers me here with him is that if he's underwater and he's kind of a ruler, then he should have a trident. But the golden trident wouldn't really fit him, so I gave him the black one. Now if this doesn't say I'm evil and powerful, I don't know what could. I think we are off to a very good start with this one. Oh, and I also wanted to give him a name like Ursader, you know, from Ursula and Vader. It has some ring to it. Not sure if I would keep it, but it's something to consider. And we'll continue with the baddies. A stormtrooper is mostly white and black, so he gets a white and black tail. I mean, the tail is white and then the fins are black. Again, we will just borrow the torso piece and everything attached to it. Our Trooper is done. But wait a second. I haven't forgotten all the comments. I know now that this is not the right helmet for episode 4, so let me give him another one. There we go. Now isn't this much better? Let's see how many hate comments I got before I can tell you that this is a joke. I know these are not the Stormtrooper helmets. So, now we have the old trilogy Stormtroopers. Merdtroopers. Although I do love how this helmet looks like. It kind of resembles a fish. To me, at least from the side a bit. Well, never mind, let's move on. I think the trooper looks fabulous. And you know, he has a blaster underwater. I'm not sure if blasters work underwater, but you know, it's not like that's gonna make any difference. From a villain in white to a hero in white. Princess Leia. Ooh. This is my favorite one, probably because she's the only lady in this video. She will get a white tail, but with silver fins. Look at that shine! And then for the top, I let Ariel inspire me through and through. I took the torso piece from Ariel's mini doll and I just painted it over with white and silver paint. I didn't paint the shells because I liked it more this way, but I kept the bow on the back and I think it looks really cute. And of course Leia just looks awesome as a mermaid. I think the whole Star Wars should just be remade as Mer Wars or something similar to that. I would watch it. Now on to Leia's trusted droid. For R2D2, I figured I have to do something really special. So I turned him into a fish. Well, a droid fish. He has the most important markings R2 has. For him, I just took Flounder, Ariel's most trusted fish, painted everything that was yellow on him white, and then added the silver and blue details. I love how he turned out. He looks like a real droid fish. I mean, if there were droid fishes, I just assumed this is how they would look like. I even copied everything on his head, like the quote-unquote eyes that he has, and the blue line he has around his head, I've kind of translated into a weird mouth. He was a lot of work, but I'm so happy that I made him. He really is something special, in or out of water. And now Leia and him can go play or trade secrets or something like that. Whatever they need to. Another droid we have is C-3PO. We'll turn him into a merdroid. He will get a golden tail with golden fins. You probably can't tell it as well as I would like it to, but the tail is of one shade of gold and the fins are of another. So there is a difference. I know I had to paint it. It's really subtle. It's a bit too subtle for my taste, but it's okay. I'll live through it. And if you're wondering how a merdroid is swimming, being out of metal and all, well, the truth is he doesn't. He just sinks to the bottom of the ocean, and that's basically it. That's really it. But hey, then at least he's as useful as in the original movies. And here are the two buddies together. Don't they just look cute? And I think the ocean atmosphere just suits them better than the desert one. For Luke Skywalker, I have decided that he should become a merman in his pilot outfit. Why? Because it's orange, and it's something different than all the other outfits in this video, so let's mix it up a bit. I'll just give him an orange tail with light orange fins. That's it. Easy as pie. Now, I do have to admit that his black hose, which I had no idea what it does anyway, does not extend to the tail. So we'll just have to assume it vanishes right around the belt area. That seems like a plausible explanation, right? And also, I really didn't want to use his original outfit because it was really boring. This one has so much more detail and just looks more interesting. And I really think he makes a really good mer pilot. For his master, Obi-Wan, I also wanted to do something a tiny bit different. He's still a merman, and his tail is still the color of his pants, but his fins are the color of his lightsaber, because I just wanted to bring some color into this. The only ones who are allowed to not have color or shine in their outfits are the bad guys. But even Darth Vader has some shine on his life support panel, so even that doesn't quite apply. I'll again borrow the torso piece and everything on it. Now I wanted to take his cloak off, but Obi-Wan just insisted that he is going to swim with it. It makes him horribly slow, but you gotta respect his wishes, so I left him the cloak. And I also left him the lightsaber. I'm again not sure how they would work underwater, but I guess we'll see. Han Solo. I had so much fun turning him into a merman. Why? Because I decided that since he has blue pants with a red stripe, he should get a blue tail with red fins. And then he gets to keep his belt, because I think he would wear his belt with the pew-pew thing everywhere. Like, he wouldn't change it, not even underwater. And then I figured he's not the type of guy who would wear clothes underwater. Like, there's no way he would do that. So I had to paint him a naked torso, because that's just the kind of guy he is. He would swim around naked. Of course, he'll need his head, and the blaster, and overall, not a bad merman. I like how this turned out. I'm not that happy with my paint job on the torso piece, but it's good enough. It will serve him well. And you know who his best friend is? Chewbacca. If you thought I wouldn't give him an under-the-sea treatment, well, you were wrong. Since his fur is all brown with golden yellow highlights, that's the literal name of the paint I used, I decided he should get a brown tail with golden yellow fins. We'll borrow the torso with the ammo belt, no problem. He gets to keep that. And to me, this is one of the most ridiculous things I have ever seen. The one thing I really didn't like on my Chewbacca mini doll was the hair. It was just too flat for him. I did find another hairpiece that had a more luscious hair, but it had ears, so I didn't use it in the previous video. But now, since we are changing the characters anyway, I figured he can have ears. Why not? With this new hairpiece, I actually like him even better. And this mermaid, or Merbacca, it just cracks me up. I really love it. If I'm going to have a bad day in the near future, I think I'll just look at him and just be happy again. So now these two mer guys can hang out together. They can still hang out in their ship. It doesn't matter that it's on the ocean floor. They can still roam around the rooms. It won't fly, of course, but it's still their home. And as the last mermaidification that I'm going to do today, we'll take Greedo. Now he already has sort of a fish face to him, at least to me that kinda resembles a fish. So I couldn't resist to give him a tail as well. He gets a turquoise tail with light turquoise fins. I love this color. It's not exactly the color I used to paint him, because I desaturated that color a bit too much. But the tail is awesome, I love it. And on the whole, this merman, well, I don't know if he's a merman, he would be like a meralien now wouldn't he? As a meralien, I think he looks wonderful. And I'm really happy I made him as well. Pew! Did he just shoot first? Oh man, I'm so confused. Did you see that? He just came and took my tentacles. You can't just come in and take somebody's tentacles. That's rude. But you know what? I took his legs. So now I can go running and dancing. Maybe even find my prince. Ha! Who needs tentacles anyway? Bye bye.